Did someone say summer?
Yeah, well, some people somewhere are going to get temperatures in the... If you're looking to get away from things and looking for a holiday that's slightly different and you really want to get away from it all, a company in the Isle of Man is offering travellers the chance to go to space.
The trips to the moon and beyond will take place using a Russian spaceship. There's quite a hefty price tag. Our reporter Graham Satchell is live at the National Space Centre in Leicester. Morning, Graham. You're already aboard. Prospects, 25 minutes past 8. Now, hundreds of athletes, officials and spectators have started arriving at Heathrow Airport today in preparation for the London 2012 Olympic Games.
Yes, and a special games lane will be opened on the M4 motorway to try to keep the capital moving during the contest. There are, of course, still concerns about delays for travellers and residents, and then that big security issue we've been discussing this morning. Let's talk now to the...
8:30. Still to come, BBC News Channel will bring you the latest news from...
Here, though, a touch of Hollywood on breakfast this morning, where you are.
Spray on the lycra.
You're going to be Catwoman.
That girl.
This is Breakfast with Susanna Reid and Bill Turnbull.
Good morning. The Olympic Village opens its doors as the athletes begin to arrive in London for the Games. London's roads, the Games are starting to make their mark, the first of the priority Games lanes.
In other news, a £9 billion investment in the rail networks being announced by the government this morning. Ministers say...
Well, the railway upgrade will be announced in the Midlands by David Cameron at Clegg, who will be presenting a united front after recent differences between the coalition partners.
Reports from Syria this morning that heavy fighting is spreading around the capital, Damascus.
In Japan, 26 people are reported to have died and others are missing in flooding caused by unprecedented rainfall.
And the first results from the 2011 census are to be released today, including population estimates for England, Wales and Northern Ireland. Stories this morning. Here's what's coming up later in the programme. She's going back to where she started. When you hear the music, you see the attempt to do that, but I've got to put
you did it brilliantly.
I'm going to put something out of it because it's such a quick, jerky movement.
What do you mean tempted to do? It's an amazing day on the tour yesterday. Lots of trouble, in fact. There he said it himself, dangerous man.
He's back, isn't he? He's back. He's talking the talk now.
Now, she's known as one of Britain's most versatile and prolific writers. Faye Weldon published her first book back in the 60s and since then has written more than 30 novels.
Yes, in the early 70s, Faye wrote the first episode of the landmark television series Upstairs, Downstairs, and now she's returning to the genre that helped make her name. She's here to tell us about it.
Does the mention... I mean, you know, it's being used to publicise the book, the name Downton Abbey, but does that slightly rankle?
Well, it does rankle.
And Faye's new novel, Habits of the House, is out on Thursday.
Now, should we have a look at the weather? Here's Karen.
Frankly, but how much closer could you possibly get? Here I am on the bat pod, and just behind me, or just coming up behind me, is the tumbler. This is the bat pod on which Batman disappeared at the end of The Dark Knight, and presumably he'll reappear on The Dark Knight Rises. But being slightly different shape to Christian Bale, this is exceedingly... it's really uncomfortable. I don't know how he manages to drive this at those speeds, so I'm just going to rather ungainly get myself off it, because we have with us an Oscar and BAFTA award-winning visual effects supervisor, Chris Corbould, who joins me now. It's a little unladylike, isn't it? I can see why this is Batman's.
You did very well.
So, welcome to breakfast. How fantastic to have these vehicles.
Yeah, no, it's great to have them up here, actually. We're very proud of them.
Now, talk us through. So this is the bat pod. This is the legendary bat pod. How fast does it go?
Thank you.
It's probably about 80 mile an hour, 90 mile an hour, but it's very quick acceleration.
Yeah.
So,
and you're the visual effects supervisor, so you turn this from this physical thing into something going, you know, just looking incredible on screen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the special effects supervisor.
Yeah.
This all came out as a brainchild of the director, Chris Nolan, and the production designer, and they literally designed this from scratch, and then hence after that we built it.
And talk us through the tumbler behind us, because that's looking a little bit more dangerous.
The tumbler was obviously in the first film, Batman Begins, again designed by Chris Nolan and the production designer Nathan Crowley. This was the original one, which was designed by Wayne Industries, and then from there, Batman customised one to make it into the Batmobile, obviously in black.
How much money do you get to play with?
Enough.
Because these are massive films, aren't they?
They are massive films, but they're great fun. They're very challenging, and you know, as well as all the action, there's some wonderful acting in it. We've got a marvellous cast of actors in this film, which is really exciting.
Yeah, I'm aware of the game going on, and suddenly the pitch collapses. You know, the viewers can see that already on the internet. These kind of things go viral, don't they? How did you do that?
That was a particularly exciting day. We shot in the Steelers football stadium in America, and we had 10,000 of the crowd turned up for filming. We thought they'd all go away lunchtime, but they stayed until 7 o'clock at night, and they were a big part of the success in that. But we rigged a lot of explosions on the pitch, which set the scene and gave us some physical elements for the visual effects guys to then take over and create that incredible scene of the football field sinking down.
Yeah. So your job is to lay all these charges, so you actually have these extraordinary explosions, because your director wants as much of this to be done physically, doesn't he, before all the other effects sort of come into play?
He's a great advocate of doing things for real. I mean, with the visual effects guys still do a great job. You know, it's all a real marriage between the two departments. But Chris likes to have a base in reality, so that's why we go that way. Probably more than most other films.
And this is, you know, obviously it's going to be a huge Hollywood blockbuster, but as you say, so much British talent involved. You know, we've got Christian Bale,
which we had a lot of fun with, driving it around Los Angeles and Pittsburgh. Again, we made it in England. Incredible bunch of guys, team I got around me making that. But there's some amazing stuff. We flew it under helicopters all around Los Angeles. Some wild stuff.
Extraordinary. Chris Corbett, lovely to meet you. Thank you very much indeed. Good luck with the film. I'm going to hand back. I'm not getting back on this. I'm not allowed to get in that. But back to you, Bill, and I think the tumblers now are going to go into action. Here we go.
Oh, I say.
Oh, my goodness. And a dog has just shot off at great speed.
All right.
Don't safe.
Good.
There's no men down.
Yeah, right. All I can say to you, Susanna, is get back on your bike and up here quickly. Go on. You know you want to. Welcome back. Are you ready?
Should I just put my microphone on?
Amazing. Not even out of breath. How many stairs did you have to climb?
We came up in a modern invention
device
called an elevator.
Yes, good. Shoulder pads, glitter and plenty of hairspray. We're not talking about the breakfast dressing room, well, particularly someone's, but the glamorous decade that was the 80s.
Oh, remember back then. Our next guests at the top of the charts then, and now they've reformed for a nostalgic festival called Rewind. They are 5-star, brilliant. Denise, Stedman, Lorraine, Doris and Delroy are joining us now. But before we talk to them, look at you all glittery.
Yeah.
Lovely.
She is, it just comes up through your skin, doesn't it? Yeah, it's good. She's a natural born star.
Yeah. Let's have a quick look back at some of the hits.
So, here they are. From the right, Lorraine, Delroy, Doris, Denise and Stedman.
Morning.
And you all look, as I was saying earlier, in fantastic shape after what seems like just a couple of years.
Such a long time.
What's it like to be, to be back on the road together, though?
It's lovely. It's been 17 years at the five of us. 3 or 4, but not 5 for a long time. So it's lovely.
So when you were only 3 or 4 of you, did you call yourself 3-star?
No.
No, you're always
No,
5-star. And you are going to be performing with other great names of the 80s as well. And who are you alongside on
I know
those stages?
in Scotland, Midure, Chesney Hall,
Average White Band. There is a big appetite for going back to the 80s and celebrating all these
I'm
hits.
surprised, you know.
Are you?
I'm surprised, but really happy about it because the music was so good back then, you know, and it was quite glamorous as well. And I like it. It's nice to hear it all on the radio. And
musical periods always come and go, don't they? Because you go through a phase where it's all very hot at the time, and then people go, "Ooh, the 80s, ooh, no." And then as that audience gets older and they look back nostalgically and with affection, then all of a sudden it's back. But what about the fashions?
well, look, shoulder pads.
Look back. I mean, when I look back, I think at the time, how did? I mean,
We should have bought a photograph of you.
How did we, any of us, wear those clothes? Because they were pretty outrageous.
No, but we have to remember that, you know, that's what you do, and everybody loved it back then. You know, but as time goes, fashion changes. And, you know,
goes around and comes around.
And lots of white stilettos. So do you dig those out and put those on? For
No.
See the platform, back to the 70s.
There we go.
She used to be a magpie.
So when you get up on stage, what do you open with? What's the big opener for you?
Can't wait.
Can't
wait, definitely. Yeah.
Do you sing Rain or Shine?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You see?
love it.
You watch it and you want to do it.
Yeah.
You watch it, you want to do it. When did you first start doing it? Was it sort of all at home together in Romford in the house?
Yeah,
Or at what age?
It was.
It was back in
14,
15, 16.
That was 11.
I was like 11.
11.
Yeah. 11 to 18.
Are you the baby?
Yes.
So what do you do? Lovely choreographed. Is the dancing? How does the dancing change for 2012? Are you the choreographer?
There's not much that's changed.
The knees are gone.
And any flips? No.
We might do a couple.
Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, do you want me to do one now?
Well, I'd love you to do one now.
Can you do one here?
I could, you know.
We haven't done a risk. We haven't done.
Oh no,
we haven't
the
done
floor
no
manager
risk
was saying
assessment.
no.
No risk assessment.
There's piles of
I know.
paperwork.
Maybe afterwards. There was a demonstration.
We should have taken you out, and you could have flipped over that bat pod out in the piazza.
Then there'll be no rewind festival for us.
Yes, but some of you saved for the stage show and show people live.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's been great to see you.
Thank you
very
It
much.
has been terrific to see you. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
We didn't see a close-up
No.
of Denise's lovely glitter.
Performing at the Rewind Festival, 5-star in Perth, 21st of July, and in Henley on the 18th of August.
That's where you'll have to go to see it in person, see them all just about time. All we've got time for today. Tomorrow we're going to be joined by comedian Sean Hughes, preparing to return to the Edinburgh Festival Fringe.
We'll see you tomorrow from 6.
I'm off to the back pod, you're off to the Tumbler.
I want to do a lesson.
Yeah!